Hello, the cult of Tommy Robinson. That's right. I'm just reading his book. I'm assuming he wrote it. There on my left, Enemy of the State. I must say it's quite cleverly written and it appeals to one's emotions in feeling sorry for Mr. Tommy Robinson. This poor man just wants to speak the truth and stand up to radical Islam. Is persecuted, pilloried, lied about, beaten, jailed, and at times is worried about his sanity and even his life. So the recurring theme right through the book is about gaining sympathy for Tommy Robinson, and that's one of the modus operandi of spies, to get sympathy. Because once you sympathise with someone, you like them. Once you like them, you trust them. So the recurring theme right through the book is all about sympathy for poor Tommy, persecuted and pilloried from pillar to post. You see, there's an interesting bit in the book. He mentions Nick Griffin accusing him of working with the government because nothing could take off so quick and be so big, and Nick Griffin is right. See, those that have been involved in the politics, the likes of myself, Nick Griffin, Richard Edmonds, many other people like that, for so long, know a movement can't and doesn't take off that quick. It just doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't. When the once mighty National Front split in 1980, John Tyndall formed a breakaway group, the New National Front. From the New National Front came the British National Party in 1982. I was a founding member. Now, without those diehards from the NF that jumped on board, the BNP could never have taken off, ever. Nick Griffin will be testament to that, he'll know. So how did the EDL? It wasn't a political party, a total non-entity was leading it. Tommy Robinson, he may be someone in Luton, I don't know, but to the rest of Britain and the world he wasn't. They didn't have any elected officials, no mandate, no support, nothing. Yet, overnight, it's a sensation with thousands on the streets and invited to speak on every news channel, radio station, politics show, you name it. Oxford Union spoke there. They couldn't get enough of this man. Enemy of the state, what for? What's he done? What's he achieved? Well, exactly nothing. He's just got a mob of football hoolies, pissheads, and a few good people. Got them onto the streets, had a march. He's had some confrontation with Muslims and leftists, been beaten up on the high street like Paul Golding and all the rest of them. But what's he achieved to be enemy of the state? Nothing. Like I've said before, Tommy Robinson's aim is for several reasons. It's to demonise the anti-Islamic cause with its continual confrontation and violence. It's to keep the anti-Islamic cause movement marching up and down the high street, achieving nothing. And also, its aim is to scare the vast majority of decent law-abiding people who may have views that are anti-Islamic or anti-immigrant or whatever. It's to scare them away, which it'll do. It doesn't matter how many thousand of footy hoolies are on the streets, or even good football lads. They're not a political unit, are they? They're not a political entity. It's tantamount to nothing. It can't achieve anything. The powers that be controlling Tommy Robinson know that only too well. That's why he's being created. You see, there's many telltale signs here. And one, it's the speed at which it took off, impossible. Also, the continued confrontation and violence, that has not let up, period, has it? Exactly, that's, as we speak now, we're fighting in Ascot, regardless who caused it, it's irrelevant. All the time there's some sort of confrontation, and it's demonising the anti-Islamic movement, like I've said. And it will scare away the decent, good, law-abiding people you need to get behind you to build a mass movement and to vote you into office when not it's on a local or parliamentary level. And the EDL, Tommy Robinson, the cult of Tommy Robinson will do the complete opposite, right, which it's doing. Nick Griffin's not stupid. He's quite right when Tommy Robinson mentions in the book that it was too big, too soon, too quick. It just doesn't happen. He signs off by hashtag Hawkeye, he calls Griffin. Well, that's no real answer, is it? You see, at the moment, you are fooling them poor people out there. And I feel sorry for those who've invested a lot of time and effort and emotion into you, into buying your book, into your belief, into the cult figure of Tommy Robinson. But the mask is slipping off now. There's more and more people watching my videos. There's more and more people sending me messages that at first they weren't too sure, Joe, but now it's too bloody obvious, right? And that's when the state has got problems then, because we're going to hoover up the real opposition to the Islamification of Britain, and not your vocal minority around the country, which is mainly just football lads that are excitable young men that want action. There's there's nothing wrong in that. Doesn't make them bad people, but it's not the way forward, trust me, right? And the latest brainchild, as I've said, is the Football Lads Alliance. That's going to achieve nothing. And again, the state knows it's not going to achieve anything. And also, it's two criminal proxies. Nick Lowe's Hope Not Hate Jerry Gable's Satellite Magazine. They'll be there somewhere. Where? I don't know, but they'll be there. Controlling and managing or whatever they do, I don't know. See, I don't know how all this works. Do the big boys in MI5 have total control? Or is it the two criminal proxies, Hope Not Hate, Nick Lowe's, Jerry Gable's Satellite Magazine? I don't know. Doesn't really matter, really, does it? But the cult figure of Tommy Robinson has been cleverly created. I'll take my hat off to those that have done it. The book, as I've said, all you can come away with after reading that book is feeling sorry for poor Tommy. Persecuted, mortgage fraud, family persecuted, threatened, kids threatened, wife threatened, whoever, going to jail, keeping his sanity, even just trying to stay alive. And the list is endless where he's painted as poor me. And that, again, is another tactic and of the modus operandi of the secret state and how it governs its agents. That's what they do, get sympathy. And that has happened right through British nationalism. Paul Golding attacked how many times? Arrested how many times? And it's to get sympathy. Do you remember that one? A while ago, Sadie Graham, another one that worked for Hope Not Hate Searchlight that I exposed. Do you remember her on the high street and some red went past her and spat in her face? Well, again, it's sympathy. And it's the reoccurring theme all the time that the spies, we see them doing, right? Tommy Robinson is no different from them all. When it's Adam Walker getting arrested, poor persecuted. Oh, Peter Tierney getting tortured. Remember that one? And Griffin going, shocking, shocking, right? So it's the same reoccurring theme, isn't it? Of persecution, arrest, beaten, and all the rest that comes with it. And this, as I've said, it makes people sympathetic. It enhances your street cred, like you're the real fighter the state's terrified of. And they've done that in this book and in the cult figure we see on the street. They've done it perfect. The powers that be have done it really, really well. But Tommy Robinson's a little snitch. He's a rat's arse that works with the security services. You see, like Nick Griffin said, no one creates an outfit, a movement like that, and next minute, bingo, it's up there. And its leader, a non-entity, a non-political figure, is on every political programme, daily politics show, everything. Andrew Neil, and everything else you can think of. The media can't get enough of him. And for what for? He's no enemy of this state. Since the EDL's inception in 2009 to this present day, what's Tommy Robinson achieved? Tell me. Nothing. I'll tell you what he has achieved. He's just scared the vast majority of people away from the anti-Islamic movement, cause, message. That's all he's done, right? Because the vast majority of people don't want violence. The ones that are with him, even with the thousands, they're just a vocal minority that don't represent the people of this country. Or should I say, I'll rephrase that, they're not in a position to exert any power. The law-abiding people out there that don't want nothing to do with marches and demos and fisticuffs and enemy of the state. And also as well, the book and the cult figure Tommy Robinson, it scares people away in the belief that, Christ, look what happens to you if you stand up and speak out. That's another reason. So the cult of Tommy Robinson has been cleverly created, but the mask is now coming off, Mr. Robinson, isn't it? Of course it is. The mask is coming off, and soon it's going to be ripped right off, and people are going to see you for what you are. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'd like to further add to the cult of Tommy Robinson. in the book, he continually mentions about the security services, MI5 Special Branch, trying to recruit him as an informant. Well, that's to sort of take it off the scent, really, isn't it? It's to distract you away from the fact he's already a snitch that works for them. But that's to take it off the scent, pretending that they're forever trying to recruit him. Right, that's just a load of nonsense. Also, he's continually having a go at the BNP, National Front and British nationalism in general. And also, that'll be to alienate people from British nationalism and opt for more multiculti approaches, what the EDL was pushing and may still be, I don't know. So that's another little, sly little tactic in the book as well. Well, there's two really. Tommy Robinson, forever complaining they're trying to recruit him as an informant, their Special Branch MI5, and always attacking the BNP, Nick Griffin, National Front and British nationalism in general, which again is to alienate people from the one and only true cause that can save Britain, and that's British nationalism. I haven't read all the book yet because time's not something I have on my hands. Sometimes there's not enough hours in the day. I have to reply to emails, I have to make videos, I have to read books, and in between all that I have to fit my life in as well. So I will get around to reading the whole book, and I'll may do another thorough part 2 video on it. I don't know, we shall see, as Nick Griffin used to say. May still say that. But anyway, so there are two other recurring themes right through the book about how he's resisting attempts by the state to recruit him as a snitch, and how he's always attacking the BNP, NNF, and what he basically means is British nationalism. And that's to alienate people away from us, and really we're the only ones that can save this country. Not Tommy Robinson, not Football Lads Alliance, not UKIP, none of them. British nationalism. Okay, thank you.